The speech in there about society and talking about Steve Jobs and how Steve Jobs made millions of pounds off the backs of children, but yet we all still thought Steve Jobs was an amazing man because he was a millionaire. And the fact that we all moan about the society we live in, but we voted for that society, and the way everybody hates upon people who run up for government, yet they choose them people to run for government. And why do we even have a government? Why are these people even in charge? Why? David Cameron in England, why is he in charge? The fucking fella is a moron, but because he's got money. Donald Trump in America, the fella's a fucking moron, but he's got money. Everyone watched the interview and he was like, oh yes, and I started off when I was younger because my father gave me a small loan of £1 million. A small loan of £1 million, bruv? Are you mad? I'd be lucky to get a small loan of a fucking tenner off my old girl, but I don't expect that because I'm not a fucking noncy fucking la boy. They pay to fuck children, they do all this, but yet everyone still votes for them. In England, the MPs, how many of them were done for being part of a paedophile ring, but then it got swept under the rug and they're all still MPs because no one could do anything because they're such powerful people. So what is it about society that we all hate? The fact that black people are still looked upon as black people, but they're not, they're just people. The fact that Asian people still say they've got squinty eyes, but why? They're just people. That's just how they look. That's just their DNA. But people say that. People call Mexican people the gringos because it's green go home in America. What's that about? What does it mean green go home? Because they wear green, they do gardening and things like that. What's that? That's a man trying to make money to fucking feed his kids. But yet people are looked upon. And that robot thing, my friend just posted it on Facebook and I just watched it and I was like, man, it's such a good point. I would have it playing in the background, but I'd probably get copyrighted. And it's like, what is it about society that you don't like? Like, and he says like, oh, because we've got Hunger Games books and things like that to keep us happy, and that we all lie. And and then it says, is it voice or is it noise? Is it being nice? It says noise, like that. But everything about it is such true. Like, and I'd like people. This is going to be a double upload today because this shit fucks me off. But I want you to post your opinion. What is it about society that you don't like? Or are you happy to be another number and just be a coward? Because we are all cowards. No one ever speaks up. And when you do speak up, you get silenced or you get put away or you go places and you're never seen again. Because there's a bigger world out there that we're not a part of. We're just the numbers that make the money to pay the taxes to pay them fucking rich cunts. Like the MPs the other day, they then all put their wages up and their weekly gross up to another 1,000 a week. And then they all in the House, they all voted yes. Like, what can we say about that? We can't say nothing because they're in charge. They're all earning millions while we're bankrupt, while we're going bankrupt, while we owe fucking thousands of people money. It's so backwards. Like, how is Donald Trump even getting millions of voters? Because he's racist. And there's so many people out in America that are still racist. But then you've also got to look at the bigger picture of when people are like, oh, another black person's been shot, another black person's been this. Because black people feel like they're looked down upon, they commit crimes because they feel like they can't get jobs because they feel like they're neglected. They commit crimes and then they get arrested, then they get violent, then they get shot. So it's kind of, where do you stand? Where do we all stand in this world? Apart from the politicians and the people that have got badges and guns and they can run around. Luckily in England, they don't have guns. They have tasers and batons and things like that. But they don't give a fuck. They'll beat the shit out of you and leave you there and go. They don't care. And that's like that everywhere. When I was younger, we was picked on by the police. Every day we used to get pulled over every day. They'd take all that stuff off of us every day. One time we got pulled over 11 times on one street in Gravesend, Perry Street. All the way along that road we got pulled over 11 times by 3 different police cars and they kept just constantly pulling us over. What the fuck are they doing? What if there's some fucking little Nazi cunt running around trying to kidnap children, but there's 3 police officers, that's 2 police officers per car, there's 6 police officers, all pulling us over. What's that about? Wasting money. Taxpayers, they don't spend their money until the end of the tax year in England, and now literally everywhere you go in where I live, there is roadworks doing up on every street, and they're just lifting concrete up and putting it back in. Just pointless shit. But I want you to post down what your opinion is in society, and I know when my leader of actors watches this, he'll like this because he's very into his politics. But I say fuck society, fuck everybody that runs it. Time for people needed to start speaking up and be heard. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.